Hi, I'm Annie, and this is Main Street and Mickey. We are happy to have you here, and welcome if this is your first time. I am continuing with what Abby started last week about Main Street favorites, and we're going to venture into Tomorrowland. So, we're going to work from my least favorite up to my favorite. And we're going to start with Stitch's Great Escape, because I just do not care for it. And I was informed, actually, that it doesn't even still exist. But it has such a lasting impact that I don't want to go back, ever, even if it were to come back. It was not my favorite when it was the alien thing, and it was not a favorite when it was Stitch's Great Escape. So, moving on to number 9, which was Astro Orbiter. Now, I've never been on this, but I don't really care for things that go around and around, and being up that high, I'm not sure that I would enjoy that. And it always seems to have a really long line, so this just made the spot for number 9 for me. Number 8, Carousel of Progress. Now, I know it's like been there forever, and it's, you know, I hate to put it down not so far on the list, but it's just old, and it's just I don't know, I feel like it needs some updating, like as it's continued, as you know, the world's continued to progress, just adding into it, but obviously not my decision. So number 7 is Monsters Inc. Last Floor. Now, I've heard it's a lot of fun. I've never been to it, so that's why it's kind of, I would like to go to it, but I can't put it up very high on my list because I've never been. But I've heard wonderful things. So Cosmic Rays is number 6. Now, Cosmic Rays, I have enjoyed in the past, but it is just it's let me down a few times. Not always, like, I can't depend on it to be always so good. Number 5, The Incredibles Dance Party. It looked like a lot of fun. Now, we were there, one of the times I saw it, it was raining, storming really bad. So, but it looked like it could be fun, especially if you have little kids, which I don't, so that, you know, maybe I would enjoy it more if I did have kids with me. Number 4, Tomorrowland Speedway. Fun, but the line is always way too long, and I don't really want to use a fast pass for it. So I like that it's been there forever, but it's not something I'm going to use a fast pass for, and that's probably the only way I'm going to go on it. Number 3, Space Mountain. I have a love-hate relationship with Space Mountain. I tend to get a headache or feel sick after being on it, but I love to go on it. So that I have a love-hate relationship, so it can't be number 1 on my list. The second spot is for the People Mover. It's a great way to cool off and just kind of take a break from all the walking, and I like to see the inside of some of those rides like Space Mountain and Buzz Lightyear, and that's what's bringing me to number 1, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. It is always so much fun to be on there with my mom and my sister and trying to beat our score, and I tend to sometimes ride by myself because that's like their ride to ride together. They've done that since Abby was little, and sometimes I will use like both of the ray guns and try to get points on both things and then add my score together, because that's only fair. Like they, you know, I don't know, they're very competitive. We're all competitive with each other. So, but it's a lot of fun, and will always probably be very high on the list. But those are my top 10 favorites of Tomorrowland, and I hope you will come back and see what we are bringing for you next week when Mom shares her top 10 favorites. Thanks for joining us, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit the bell notification below so you don't miss out, and we will see you next time. Have a magical day.